What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade Victory 2 Assault-Buster Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam Victory. The fully armed Victory 2 Gundam, it was only used once during the Battle of Angel Halo, until it was whittled down by the Gotterlatan. Coming with 10 runners and a massive sticker sheet, you get quite a lot for 2,000 yen. And because of the huge loadout, vast weapon count, and the tiny size of the kit itself, you might want to consider getting 1 or 2 builds under your belt if you're going into this as a beginner. Apart from that, the core Victory 2 build does not differ from the previous release, while the armor does provide something kinda fresh to work with, especially if this is your first high-grade Victory 2 you go with. Otherwise, the only real challenge is working with the injection gold, and the build just comes together pretty smoothly, if not taking a bit longer due to the amount of content. Taking a look at the standard Victory 2 first, and I gotta say, it looks impressive. Sure, the design is just dominated by blue and yellow, so it does look kinda basic, but hitting it with a bit of panel lining and filling in the recesses will help spruce the base kit up. Generally speaking, the colors and proportions are spot on, and talk about proudly wearing a symbol with a massive V on the chest that continues to the backpack, while complementing the V fin to put forward that it has 2 Vs. Color separation is also well done, since the stickers are only isolated to the eyes and sensors, as well as the yellow vent strips in the wings, though the seam lines on the shoulders, arms and legs aren't really the best to look at. While I'm personally not fond of the base V2 myself, I cannot deny that the kit has done a great job at translating the design with minimal fuss. All that is needed, again, is a splash of panel lining. Articulation starts with the double ball jointed head with not many restrictions. The shoulders can swivel forward, as well as roll and rotate all the way. There is a moving shoulder flap, but the arm raise is still pathetic. Though, there is a shoulder joint that supplements for that insufficiency. There is a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and ball jointed wrists with a hinge. There is absolute jack for ab crunches, while the waist can rotate all the way. Front and side skirts can move, followed by the legs reluctantly doing the funky dance, as well as kicking only forwards and about 45 degrees sideward. There's a thigh cut, double jointed knees, moving front and rear ankle flaps, as well as hinged ball jointed feet with a moving toe. Finally, the wings are ball jointed and hinged at the base, and they can also open up. Altogether, the Victory 2's articulation is average for a high grade. The solidity on mine isn't the best, but it shouldn't be too much of a fuss. Though how sunken the knee joints are does make the knee bend quite finicky to pull off, so be mindful about that. As far as accessories goes, apart from the sole pair of holding hands, the only weapon is the dinky looking beam rifle with the grenade launcher attachment. Featuring stickers for the double scope, it sandwiches into the hands for use, while looking quite disproportionate and kinda silly. You do get the beam saber handles and functional beam shield emitters, but the kit doesn't provide this version of the V2 with any beams at all, which makes them completely pointless. Finally, there's a static core fighter included for if you want to display it alongside the V2 with the adapter plugged into its tail. Onto the additional equipment, starting with the assault equipment. It mainly consists of armor pieces that replace the shoulder, crotch and side skirt armor, as well as the knee armor that are equipped via direct attachments. While having some questionable looking gold, the Victory 2 Assault Gundam has more going for it visually thanks to the bulk, golden accents, and additional stickers for the blue sensors on the armor. Meanwhile, the backpack remains as the V made with twigs. The extra armaments of this form start with the Vespers on the waist, which can flip forward for use. Other weapons include the handheld Mega Beam Rifle and Mega Beam Shield. Both of them slide into the hands for use, but while the rifle features no stickers or weight issues, only the latter can apply to the shield, as parts that aren't blue or white are stickers, which don't really look too bad all things considered, if you apply them properly. Otherwise, that's basically it for the assault form. Next, we have the Buster equipment, equipped by replacing the front skirts, outer shin armor, and rear skirt armor, as well as completely reconstructing the backpack by swapping the original ball sockets to the Mega Beam Cannon and Spray Beam Pod, while attaching new ball joints to the original wings and replacing the white sections, which is the major thing that hinders this conversion experience. Dubbed the V2 Buster Gundam, it has nothing to do with the one from Seed, and apart from the Mega Beam Cannon and Spray Beam Pod on the backpack, which can both be adjusted with individual ball joints, along with the ball jointed thrusters, the overall looks don't look too different compared to the standard form. Despite the added missile pods on the skirts and legs, which have grey stickers for their hatches, as well as the grey inside of the spray beam pod and the red on the tops of the backpack. Aside from equipping the beam rifle for mid-range combat, the Victory 2 Buster form is overall underwhelming. Combining both configurations together and you'll have the Victory 2 Assault-Buster Gundam, a combination of both optional armaments that complement each other very well and fill in for what their individual forms lacked, adding both bulk and accents to the Victory 2 while giving it a more imposing silhouette, especially upon equipping all the provided weapons. Although some might understandably call that busy, and I really cannot disagree. The joints remain unchanged except for the further restricted front skirts, but with everything in the way of everything, it does kinda get finicky to pose at times. Still, that imposing silhouette is one that is hard to miss, especially with the long guns towards its right, or all of the guns pointed at your face. I personally never had a fond attachment to Victory, no matter the stories or the designs except for the Shakyo and Abagor, so I won't have even batted an eye for anything Victory. But after trying out the high-grade Victory 2 Assault-Buster Gundam like you guys suggested, it is definitely recommendable to those who are interested. Much like the high-grade Origin Gundam is more made for you to stick with the form you chose to build instead of switching between them, and whatever that is additional to the Victory 2 Assault-Buster is just for pure looks. But the full combined form just does it for me, basically screaming I'm small but watch out, especially if you somehow get your hands on the wings of light effect parts. All in all, it doesn't really top the second Victory for me. However, if any of the upgraded forms of the Victory 2 is to your liking, or you may want to make your own custom builds around said forms, the high-grade Victory 2 Assault-Buster Gundam can definitely satisfy. And that's all for me. Thank you for watching, drop a like and comment if you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to follow me on social media with the links down below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out guys, bye bye.